EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing from the outset is Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Second down and 6 now. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Penix working out of the gun here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Falcons had 7-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Carolina defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defense side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. 60, Bobcat. 65, Warrior. 70.
Penix to the air once more. Over the middle, caught by London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Young now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle, and it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. 79 Bronco. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Here's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
26-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's a screen for Robinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw, Penix. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Striker, right, 95. Ready?
On 1st down, this is Forsyth. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Ready?
Young dumps it off to Forsyth. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Right, 97.
Now Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To the air, Penix. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
19 tight. 18.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 10 black. Come on, 38. Set, go.
The drive begins with a run by Forsan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
45, 10.
They stay on the ground. Forsan again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready.
They'll try and get it with Forsan. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Down. Black 40. Yellow, one.
Now a give running left is Forsyth. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go. Fight. 32. Ready.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
12, 10. Ready?
Out of the gun for Sad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Ready up.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Ready. 10 black. 52 drive.
Young to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. 10.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Throwing, Young. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to the ground attack now. This is Forsett. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
So these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Young. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. Ready.
Now here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jatavion Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Trap 60. Tight. 79, 9, 70, 70 range, 60 Bobcat, 60. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Come on, set. Blast, set.
Again they run. Again it's Forsyth. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
10 cycles.
Now a handoff left. It's Forsyth. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 3.
Smith, ready. Hut.
Up the gut, Forsyth. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Check, huh?
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Ready, ready.
They run up the middle now to force in. Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right, 40. Ready?
To throw, Young. They'll find McMillan here. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another Panthers.
Here we go, set. 60 red.
Here is Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Set, cut. 40, set.
Looking to throw, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Grill green. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. To Sean Wharton. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on the swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Touchdown, Carolina! George Pickens, 47 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That's complete to Mooney. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Blue 32. Set.
Young to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw with Penix. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw to Smith. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They are going for it. Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go now.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Down. Switch. Yellow. 10 black.
They'll give it to Forsett. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season. Continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. Red, 38.
Third down. Here's Forsyth. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up the third down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10. To throw again is Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
14 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
Now Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And looking to throw, Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Viking 18. Let's go.
Here's Penix. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready up.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and 5.
Mustang 19. 18. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To the air. Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
5-yard gain on the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
first and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Penix to the air once more. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brings up second and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
19 target. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Now back to throw. This is Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's first down.
14 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw here. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down. And
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they play to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Carolina, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this loss cost them in the playoff chase.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease.
Cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them uppercats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You go and approach the dog with some bumps. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gon' make me chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you I got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak, whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength for their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep up, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, your it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold on. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold on. Big baller. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold on. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold on. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Just got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Now.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out.